Okay, folks, welcome to Schuylkill County. We've moved on from Carbon County, and we are now in Schuylkill County, still following Lizard Creek, still following the Lehigh Valley Railroad's Pottsville, Lizard Creek branch, and also the Lehigh New England Tamaqua branch. We're now in the little town or village of Andreas, and in Andreas is a former railroad station belonging to the Lehigh New England Railroad. So first, let's check out this bridge plaque for this bridge going over the Lizard Creek. So we got bridge number 56, built in 1922, which is pretty old. Ferro Concrete Company was your contractors. There's your other important people. There's actually a rehab plaque on that. Let's go look at that one real quick too. This is going to be the last one of the day. This is as far as I wanted to get anyway. I must apologize. There's a lot that I just can't get to between Ashfield and Andreas here, either due to it just being too overgrown to get through. Rehabbed in 2005. Barletta Materials and Construction did the rehab. And it's heavily posted. So after the first, 4 or 5 videos I was able to grab, it just becomes too hard to get to sections. I can see them on the Google terrain features, cuts and grades and whatnot. But legally and physically, I just can't do it. I apologize for that. But we'll end on a really cool note right here. We were actually at this station about a year ago, and it was a lot more overgrown. Someone's been here clearing it out, which is cool. We're gonna be able to take a really good look at it. And right here is your right-of-way for the Lehigh, New England. See if you can pick this up or not. Probably not. It'd be easier if I go in here and show you. And then we'll quick take a walk up there. I'll show you where I believe the grade crossing for the Lehigh Valley was. I think the Valley might have had a station here too. I'll have to check that out. I'll put that in the description below. But right now, this is the old Lehigh, New England bed. Drops off a little bit here, maybe about 2 or 3 feet drop off. It's graded. I know you can't make it out on the phone, but it slopes down, comes up, does the flat, and there's an even smaller dip here to complete the grade. But that's your L&E right-of-way right there. Last time I was here, there's an older gentleman who came down and spoke to me for a little bit. He said there was talk of trailing this section out. So who knows, maybe. Forgot to check and see what road we're walking on right now. I'll put that in the description below. But remember, the Lehigh Valley and the Lehigh New England were both side by side right here. So I'm pretty sure that this electric right-of-way is now built on the old Lehigh Valley Railroad bed. And I think it would have been coming in through this section right here and then going off to the west. But let's go take a look at the Andreas station. There's a sign here I think may have an inconsistency on it. I'll point that out in a second. So this had a slate roof, concrete construction. There's an unloading ramp over there for trucks that we'll go check out. I'll read the sign to you. We'll check her out thoroughly. Probably won't go in the basement, because we really don't need to. Alright, so Lehigh, New England Railroad constructed the Andreas Railroad Station around 1912 as part of the new 32-mile extension from Slatington to the coal mines near Tamaqua. I disagree with that Slatington. I believe that this broke off at Danielsville. I know the Lehigh, New England used to go into Slatington across the Poughkeepsie Bridge. Not the Poughkeepsie Bridge in New York, but the small Poughkeepsie Bridge that is in between Slatington and Walnutport. So the station included an agent's office and a storage area for maintenance of way track repair equipment. A rail siding, a truck ramp near the station allowed loading of sand and stone from nearby quarries into rail cars. The station closed when the railroad ceased operations in 1961. Sorry about that truck. So this sign's been here since 2004. It's a 20-year-old sign. So here we have your Lehigh and New England Andreas Station. So you can see lots of slate around. Slate was used for the roof. One, because we had slate in the area, and two, it prevented the roof from catching on fire, so that way your station wouldn't burn down. Let's take a look inside. So this would have been possibly, you think they could have had a car back up into here? And I mean a railroad car, not a... Doors are great. So this is your unloading ramp for trucks. Really walking in history right here is so neat. Plaster ceiling. See, there's metal here. That's capped with metal. Obviously, it's not a rail, but I'm curious as if there maybe were rails leading into here at one time. The iron hook on the door. I'm sure the concrete is actually quite sound and possibly could have the station repurposed at one time. Alright, so I believe we are on the right-of-way. No, actually I think the right-of-way would be right here. Here's your loading ramp or unloading ramp for trucks. Such a cool piece of history right here. Trying to see. Yeah, so she's going to go off to the west along with the Lehigh Valley, which I believe is right up there, and they're both going off into the great unknown up there. Yes, I believe we're walking on the right-of-way right now. I believe it would have been on this side of the station. It lines up on the other side of the road with this particular... Yeah, and here's our grade right here. Okay. This goes downhill a little bit. There's your grade. There's a station. Okay, let's go take a walk up these steps right here. I'm gonna turn this over because there's a nail sticking out, and that would be a bummer if somebody walked through that. Can we possibly get a maker's mark on this brick? No. Okay. Well, here we go. Awesome. Now, I don't know if they can fix it, but I sure hope something gets done with it before it falls in on itself completely. Look at all these nails sticking out. That'll put a hole in your new sweater as you come down the steps. Just too cool. Okay, got another truck coming. There you have it, folks. The Andreas Railroad Station, part of the Lehigh, New England Railroad. This is going to be it for today. Probably going to be it for the week. Let this truck go by. Everybody stay safe, and I think we pick up somewhere in this area, obviously not in Andreas next week, but somewhere in Schuylkill County. Continuing, our goal is to continue to follow the Lehigh Valley Railroad, which I believe is right there. And yeah, we'll see what we can find next week. So everybody take care, and I'll talk to you real soon.